Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Let's continue Sakura Shrine Girls. For our MC, it's apparently been a surprisingly peaceful day. For me, not so much, but we can play something. Anyway, I get no more uninvited feline visitors during the night. Kaio must have told Nako to stay away until I had gotten some proper sleep. Damn you, Kaio. It's not something that I have really bothered to notice. But I seem to be getting a lot of attention due to my association with those two cats. Have you heard about the new guy, Toru? Yeah, I heard that he's been going to those two abandoned shrines with Kai and Naiko. What's the deal with that anyway? Every other guy who tried to approach the cat got rejected outright. I don't get it here. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes. Like extorting them or something. Yeah, I bet that's what he's doing. I've heard that weird things happen around him all the time too. One girl said she saw him with a mayonnaise tube and he was squirting it all over Nayaga. Oh. It looks like those incidents have not gone unnoticed. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, the sticky things can just show up and steal both of them away like that? No, I'm only after Naoko. And he just moved out from the middle of nowhere to be here. It really makes me think. There's something weird going on there. Yeah, we should really take the time to look further into it. It's not particularly polite to talk about someone as if they can't hear you. The two of them recalled from me. What are you talking about? Keep your nose out of other people's business. I'd say you should do the same. Mind keeping down a bit? The two of them grumble and move further away from me. How was he able to hear us? I know, right? We were barely whispering. Wait. I can still hear them all the way from here. It must have something to do with the exercises I have been doing. My senses are becoming sharper as I tap into my potential as a medium. Unlimited potential. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Now that you think about it, there's something weird about him too. Yeah, you ever noticed how Naoki Koyo has this kind of aura to them? I don't know what it is, but he seems to have it too. What's that supposed to mean? He must have some sort of past or something with those two we don't know about. It just isn't fair. That should be us hanging with them. No, it shouldn't. What utterly pathetic and juvenile ambitions these two have. I pretend that I can hear them and slouch in my chair. I swear I hate little rumor mongers like them. Same. Anyone who sits around peddling lies really bothers me. Keeping in mind that I used to be the biggest thing around this isn't exactly surprising. Those two are types who spread rumors about haunted houses and scare some poor kid half to death with them. While I prefer to be patient with people. With some people, I just can't stand people like them. That's how I have always been and how I always will be. That's much better. I can't overhear idiots talking about baseless rumors up here. There's only sound of the wind gently brushing against the fence. I've dealt with people like them in the past. Since I was a hardcore skeptic, I often played detective and poke holes in all of the ridiculous rumors floating around school. As such, I wasn't a very popular guy. So, yeah. They tried to play off the hurtful things they said as harmless joke. But I'll be damned if they are harmless. I guess that was what made me fall into the role of a cynic after a long time. Someone had to point out that these rumors and nonsense didn't make sense. But at the same time, if I had not done that, what would I have noticed around me? Even now, everything is clear to me. I can hear the wind more clearly, My vision is sharper and more vivid. Everything is very different to me. I do not think what I did was in vain for. Although I could not see spirits when I was younger, at least I could protect people from outrageous rumors. Honestly, if I hear those talk about me, or Naoko, or Kayo, I must just give them a piece of my mind. Toru! Can you hear me, Toru? No. Naoko. Where are you exactly? Well done, Toru! You're becoming better at this! I look all around me, but I am the only one on this rooftop. Please explain yourself, Naoko. Come on, Toru, haven't you worked it out yet? You're a medium. You can talk with spirits with just your mind. It's still kind of uncomfortable to be talking to thin air, you know. Okay, let me try some. An ethereal version of Naoko appears before me. Her sudden appearance is enough to startle me. What on earth? Is that better? Vaguely. This is kind of surreal to me. Oh, come on, I put a lot of effort into this. She pouts grumpily. It's not easy to project a phantom version of yourself into someone else's mind. I don't doubt that. So where are you at now? I'm in the classroom. I was trained with Kai yesterday, by the way. She didn't do us a good job beside it, right? You really shouldn't be comparing yourself to her all of the time. It's not I just want to know if she did a better job than me, in your opinion, that's all. I swear. Don't worry about it, okay? I don't need this to become some sort of game where they both try to win my approval. Do we really have to talk like this? It's good practice, isn't it? It still makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to head back down to the classroom, okay? Fine. And here I was thinking I was going to get some super special training with time with you. When I come back from the rooftop, those two guys from before are at Naoko's desk. Naoko, why did you choose to hang out with that guy? What's so special about him? I don't think you would understand if I told you. Come on, just look at him. We will use him as every single extra in the movie and no one would notice. It's how remarkable he is. Said the guy that will not be remembered after 5 seconds when this conversation ends. We've known you long before you turned up. I know it's not really your business, but don't you think you could just explain this to us? No, Naoko looks like she's had enough of both of them. You guys have always been annoying, and it really is none of your business. Shoo! Utterly crushed, the two of them retreat to the corner of the classroom. I can overhear them sulking. Dealing with some pests? To say the least. Those two have been bothering Kai and I since we came here. They just won't take a hint. Oh, the worst kind of pests. I'm sorry, I guess I didn't really explain just how popular we are. Can I kick their asses? Now we've gotten mixed into all of this rumor mongering. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. There's nothing that they could say that would bother me, I think. I've dealt with stuff like this before, so please don't worry about me. But it's because we that they are even saying those things about you. It can't be helped, can it? Even so, I don't like those guys talking about you that way. You're not unremarkable, Toru. Far from it. People like them are the worst because they fixate on appearance. And we both know that appearances are very, very deceiving. In some cases, yes, definitely. To say the least. Both of us laugh together. But Nako's ears perk up. I can hear them too. Damn that toy! I know, right? How come she's laughing with him like that? Nako begins to hiss under her breath. Don't. They aren't worth it. Excuse me for a moment. I begin to hear a strange melodic tune hum through the air. A strong wind begins to pick up. Oh. Hey, what the? The student gets blown out of the room by a sudden forceful gale. His comrade quickly follows. Is the room haunted? The two of them panic. I hear them rushing down the hall. Fortunately, no one else was in the room to witness that. Was it really necessary? Or thanks? I mean, technically, I wanted to beat them. Thanks. Thanks, I don't want to bother with them. But it's better when they are not bothering us. If it's no former priest, it's no problem. So, what did you do there? I didn't do anything. But the wind spirits here really are out of control, aren't they? She sighs contentedly. It really is nicer in here without trash talking behind your back, don't you think? Yes. It is pleasant, I won't argue about it. How are you able to tell yourself that it doesn't matter for? If you say nasty things about me, I strike back. Sometimes it's better not to escalate things needlessly. You have to turn the other cheek at times. If you just lash out, you will probably make things worse than they already are. Oh, Toru! You really are a great person, you know. Hey, I'm not a saint or anything. I got pretty mad at them before. I didn't want to make a scene in front of you, fool. Just leave it to me to make a scene then. That really isn't necessary. Oh, come on, Toru. You need to live life with a relaxed attitude. True. Whoa. Something like that definitely won't make him feel relaxed. She leans over my desk and looks me dead in the eyes. Oh, those blue eyes. If you let nasty, spiteful people like that walk all over you, it will only bring you unhappiness. But don't you worry, I'll be here to protect you from now on. Shouldn't I be protecting you? I mean, I'm your priest after all. Who said it had be one way? Her tail stands up straight in the air. You shouldn't lean in like that, you know. She looks down at herself. Why not? Because, come on, you know the reason why. They are pressing together quite tightly. I don't see that as a problem with you, Toru. You're my priest, after all. No one in this world or the next shares a relationship as special as ours. So... She shakes her chest a little bit. I don't mind. Lucky bastard. You don't really mind either, do you? Well, I guess there's no one else around. Maybe just this one. Your eyes do not lie, Toru. I have you under my spell. I suppose she's not wrong. It's so hard to look elsewhere when she's shoving them right in my face, though. To be honest, I actually find it hard to look her in the eye. I worried I could be completely lost in those crystal clear eyes. Her beauty is something that you would only speak of in fairy tales and legends. It's that kind of beauty, haunting and otherworldly. You're spacing out, Toru. What are you thinking about? Nothing in particular. You've got this look on your face, you know. Anyway, if those guys come back, the first thing you should do is let the local spirits know. I've had a talk with them about things lately and they will protect you too. I don't think that will be necessary. I can look after myself, you know. Just because you can do doesn't mean you have to. That's what friends are for, after all. It's not something I think about. But if I were to guess, Namco doesn't seem to be looking at our relationship as wholly professional. So, I see nothing to complain about. I don't understand what girls think, but just maybe. Yeah, I guess that is what friends are for. But remember that you can ask me for help too, right? Like with the mayonnaise tube? Well, yeah. Let's just hope that things like that don't keep happening. We talk quietly until it's time for our next class. In between my training as a priest and school, it seems that I can get a single moment of rest. One thing I did too was look further into the Ascension Festival that everyone around keeps mentioning. The local history of the shrine suggests that the festival is held there every year to celebrate the coming of new gods into our world. It occurs not only in this town, but multiple places across the countryside too. Everyone in this region celebrates the Ascension Festival as a sign of respect to the spirits who help nurture and guide the forces of nature. And now that I think about it, why haven't I actually checked that thing out? Ascension Festival. In August. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. That's definitely not what I was looking for. Feast of the Ascension. Okay, that's definitely not the thing we are looking for. Japan. Okay, I don't see that festival. Alright. And ensure the prosperity of the land. If I would take a guess, new garden spirits must march into our world every year, overtaking the duties that their predecessors once fulfilled. This year the spirits of the two gates will ascend, and those two spirits are Kaio and Nayoko. All of my training is to ensure that my soul is a beacon for Nayoko and Kaio to keep themselves anchored to this world before the festival. It's not really something I'm worried about at this point though. The two of them have said that I have a strong spirit. Perhaps one thing I need to do is look deeper into my family's history. My father was a priest, as was my grandfather, as was my great-grandfather, and we could probably continue this forever, but we don't need to. Did all of them attend to spirits similar to Kaio and Nayoko? Maybe I should talk with my grandfather about it when I get home. Maybe. Welcome home, Toru! I come home to the smell of cinnamon and peppers. Reckon you can handle some more curry tonight? That's fine by me. I take a seat at the table. Usually go to your room. Something on your mind? I wanted to know, Grandpa. I know we're probably just joking about it, but what would happen if I... Do I really want to ask this? Do I want to ask this? If you what? Don't worry, it's nothing. Grandpa just gives me a funny look. Well, if you say it's nothing, I'll believe you. Mild curry tonight, I'm guessing. Grandpa, who were the spirits you tended to when you were a priest? He growled quiet. Why are you acting something like that so suddenly? I just want to know if all the men in our family have dealt with the same problems I have. You're asking if they were girls, right? Damn, he's got me! Well, they were. The spirits I looked after resided in the two gates. As beautiful as you can imagine, those two were. He grows quiet as he seems to reflect on his memories. I miss them. I miss them a lot. Sorry, well, that was really insensitive of me. No, don't be sorry. The days I spent with them are some of the fondest memories I have. He picks up the jar he keeps his rolls of cinnamon in. They loved curry, you know. I used to have to make vegetable curries for them so that they would actually get some vegetables in their diet. One of them loved spice food, the other loved hers as mild as you could get it. So there were two of them. Yep, that's always how it's been at the two gates. Two spirits, one priest. Crazy story. There's a longing in his voice as he talks about the past. Believe me, they used to be a real handful. Not unlike your two stray cats. Day after day I would be the one chasing after them, making sure that they didn't do anything ridiculous. Cleaning up those two shrines was a lot of work too. But I loved every minute of it. The retirement plan for when my duties ended wasn't too bad either. Whoever's on the other side, in the beyond, they are very generous to the priests. A gentle smile forms on Grandpa's face. I hope that I'll be able to make curry for them again one day. Both of us know that there's something past this life. There's somewhere out there in the beyond. And if I have to do the unhealthiest curry I can bring them to me, then I will. But that's a long way off. He rustles my hair. I'm in no rush to head to the beyond. So don't you worry, Toru. Grandpa plans to stay around for a long time. After all, I can't leave my grandson to handle those two spirits by himself, can I? Now that I'm about it, Grandpa never really told me much about his past. Beyond being a priest and the weird things he said about spirits, I don't actually know much about him. Wait, I just realized something. I don't actually know what my grandmother looks like. Woo! Grandpa did have a wife, right? Right? Didn't he? Well, if he didn't, then I definitely wouldn't be here. Well, technically, he didn't need to have a wife to, have children, right? Marriage is not something you need to do to have a family, man. Maybe he had his own grandma, but that grandma wasn't his wife. Or more like... Yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Who was she then? I've never seen any photos of her around the house. She must have died a long time before I was born. For today, I don't think I should ask any more questions. Thanks, Grandpa. Maybe we can try out that vegetable curry you mentioned. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, but you've already started cooking something else. There's no reason I can make move. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can put in some hard work further. I can only shake my head. Well, don't work yourself too hard, old man. It's best not to burn yourself out. Grandpa just laughs. Ha ha ha, it will be ready in about half an hour. So go ahead, take some time to rest in your room. You look pretty tired. Sounds like a good idea. Heading up the stairs, I notice that the door to my room is open again. Oh, come on, Nayoko. You can just keep sneaking into my room like this. I slammed the door wide open. Well, that's some booty. Whew. Pulling her skirt down, Kaio's eyes are partially closed. The words get stuck in my throat. I haven't actually seen her lingerie from this angle before. Although I put on her chest a lot. She actually is quite an impressive... You know what? Toru. She looks back at me. Nice to see you again. What are you doing in my room, Kaio? Getting undressed. Why in my room? Why are you here? Is there something wrong with that? You know what's actually great? I mean, technically, she's a bit of a pain in the ass, but somehow she's capable of staying composed all the time, and that's like amazing. I mean, normally, girls that are like a pain in the ass with some of the situations would, in this situation, literally kick the MC's ass. And she's like not bothered at all. You are my priest, after all. You understand me better than anyone else in this world. Something like this should not be a problem in a relationship as intimate as ours. What are you talking about? Well, yes. It actually is a problem. Am I really so displeasing to look upon, Toru? Okay, now you've said something crazy. No, it's not that at all. Then what is the problem, Toru? The problem is the exact opposite. An extremely attractive girl getting undressed in front of me. How else am I supposed to react? She continues to pull her skirt down, letting it fall on the floor, giving me an unobstructed view of her panties and stockings. Her panties tightly cling to her form, covering her far less than you would expect. Once again, I find myself unable to avert my eyes. She looks back at me over my shoulder, her amber eyes watching my every reaction. Listen, if you're going to get undressed, use the bathroom or something. There's a lock on that for a reason. How come you acted so embarrassed with those wind spirits before? Oh yeah, there was that situation. But now you're so brazenly stripping down in front of me. I didn't want anyone else to see me like that. Understandable. But I don't mind if it's you, Toru. That is simply that. Her hands begin to slip underneath her top, gradually pulling it upward. That's enough, alright? Come on, Toru. We are going to be together for a long time. So don't become so flustered by something as simple as this. I swear, if this is how she acts around me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might lose control. The more and more I see of her, the more my heart feels like it's going to act on its own. I just wonder where this will all go. After I left the room for a bit, I returned to find Kaya waiting for me. She's seated in a formal pose once again. Please excuse me, I was passing by your house and needed to get changed. It's a much further walk to my shrine than to the here, so I felt that you would not mind. Is it bad that I slightly stop, like, not liking her so much? I mean, in the end, she might be a great person. Well, I guess I don't. I saved everything in my memory already anyway. Just let me know first, okay? That is not an issue. I'm surprised that your grandfather did not mention that I was here. It's not a problem. He never mentions when guests are here. That's right. He never does it. He does that. Naoko turns up all uninvited all the time. She still does that? Yeah, it's up the problem. No, it's not! Is it now? No, it's not! I'd better change the subject. Okay, I have a question. I will do my best to answer it. You mentioned that being a covenant with my family a long time ago. What exactly is that about? We are a particular kind of guardian spirit, as you might have guessed. Cat spirits, yes. Or, well, maybe it's called differently. We'll see. Well, yes. The cat ears and tails are fairly distinct features. There are many spirits like us in our house. And our house has all which you spend from your family as their priests. Uh-huh. My only question right now is if Men from that family were used only as the priests. The covenant is the agreement that we share. In exchange for the prosperity that your family has been blessed with, your family must put forward a priest every generation with the changing of the two gates guardian spirits. Your father honored this agreement as did your grandfather, as did your great-grandfather, and so on, and as you do now. As such, our house and your family share long history with one another. I see. What is the deal with your house then? Is it like a family or what? More akin to a clan in your world. None of us are actually related to one another, so it would be far-fetched to call us family. I can explain myself, but spirits simply manifest into existence. It has long been debated where we actually come from. For the beyond has mysteries that even its own descendants cannot explain. The only ties and relations we share are the ones that we make ourselves, rather than the bonds of blood you share with family. When guardian spirits of our particular kind are discovered, they are invited to join our house. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I think I get it. How weird. Are all of the spirits in your house woman? Yeah, all of them are. Once again, since we do not understand our own origins, we cannot determine the reason behind this. Well, if it cannot be explained, I suppose there is not really much else to ask about with that. How exactly does your house determine who goes to the two gates then? It is a highly political matter. There are splinter groups in the house who attempt to rise their own status by putting forward their own candidates. It is considered to be a high honor to be tended by the priests of the Akita family. Other factors are also considered. You need a certain temperament to handle the pressure the position gives. I was put forward as a candidate because they believed my temperament was well suited to the role. And Snayoko? For one reason or another, I seem to believe that she would be well suited to the role as well. I'm not about to pretend that I understand the reasoning behind it. But alas, I'm not in a position to argue. She was chosen and that's final. Kai looks out the window. I have already dressed in my traditional garb, so there is no reason for me to stay. It's alright to stay the night if you want. No, not today. She stands up. Thank you for your Thank you for your hospitality, Toru. She bows before me. Slowly she walks out of my bedroom. Well, I'm slowly piecing everything together. I wonder what else I will discover as time goes on. We'll find out or not in the next episode of Sakura. There I go, messing up the title of Sakura Shrine Girls. For now, hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you tomorrow in the next episode. Hopefully, yes. Bye bye.